Episode 20, Symbolic Companionship of Arjuna and Krishna by Shrikant Soman. Based on Essays on Gita by Sri Aurobindo. Chapter 2, Continued. The Divine Teacher Continued. Key Takeaways. Gospel of Works. Symbolic companionship of human and divine soul. Teacher as Master of Works. Symbolic companionship of Arjuna and Krishna. The whole wide action of man in life is covered by the action in which this divine figure moves. It covers not merely the inner life but all this obscure course of the world. We can judge it only by the twilight of the human reason. This happens when it dimly opens up the little span in front of our uncertain advance. Gita is the culmination of such a divine action. It is its distinguishing feature from other scriptures. This action gives rise to its teaching. It assigns prominence and bold relief to the gospel of works. This gospel is enunciated by Gita. It is done with an emphasis and force, which we do not find in other scriptures. Krishna emphatically declares the necessity of action not only in Gita, but also in other passages of the Mahabharata. However, in Gita only he reveals its secret and the divinity behind our works. Symbolic companionship of human and divine soul. The symbolic companionship of Arjuna and Krishna, and of the human and the divine soul, is also expressed elsewhere in Indian thought. We can find it in the heavenward journey of Indra and Kutsa, seated in one chariot. We also meet it in the figure of two birds upon one tree in the Upanishad. It is also there in the twin figures of Nara and Narayana, the seers who tapasya together for the knowledge. In all these three examples of companionship, the main focus is on the idea of divine knowledge, in which all action culminates. On the other hand, we find in Gita that the emphasis is on the action which leads to that knowledge, and in which the divine knower figures himself. Arjuna as human and Krishna as divine stand together not as seers in the peaceful hermitage of meditation. Instead, they appear as fighter and holder of the reins in the clamorous field. It is in the midst of the hurtling shafts of the chariot of the battle. Teacher as Master of Works. The teacher of the Gita is therefore not just the God in man who unveils himself in the world of knowledge. He is more importantly the God in man who moves our whole world of action. Our humanity exists and struggles and labors by and for this God. Towards this God, all human life travels and progresses. He is the secret master of works and sacrifice, and the friend of the human peoples.